Good afternoon, Crafter Cream. One haircut later. Yeah, now built for speed. I've now got very close to putting the dash back together again, so I thought I'd show you where I'm up to, because when I put the mid-section of the dashboard back, you won't be able to see what I've done on the top section. So the top section is now looking better than it did before. So I've got all the new gauges in. I'm not sponsored by anybody, so they're all SAS gauges, and as you might see, well, the clock's working. The AFR gauge doesn't really fit in with the others, but that was the best I could do to make that work. So I'll just put you into the dark for a second. So what I've done up here, right, is I've tied the wires off to the inside of there with cable ties until I get the dash back in. Then I'll take the cable ties off and let the wires go where they want to naturally go. As you see, I've used Deutsch fitting, the Deutsch plugs for all the wires now with all the new gauges. I've plugged off the top of the vents, so those two vents there are plugged off because they're no longer in the front here. So that's where I'm up to right now. So the speedo's in. The top of the speedo looks pretty crap, but I haven't got a front part for the speedo. If anybody's got one, let me know and we can sort something out so that I end up getting it. The dash lights are in, or two that have worked out. The steering column switches are on, and I'll just whiz round to the other side. So it might not look like it, but I have now sorted all the wiring out, so I know what's what. I got rid of the alarm system because I don't know whether that was working or not, but that's gone. And if I'll just plunge you into darkness again briefly while I'll turn the lights on so you can see the dash lights working. There you go, look at that. So they all light up, and I think the other one at the end there, the AFR gauge, is red, so that's good. Then I'll turn the ignition on. I've got a dash light on here telling me that the lights are on, which is a bonus. So I'll turn the ignition on. They all go green, the red stays, and then, so that's just telling me the sensor's not connected. So there you go, yeah, got my voltage my voltmeter is working, and the other two, you might just see them, they give a little bit of a twitch, saying that they're connected. So that's all good now. I don't know whether the lights are working behind the dash, but anyway, I'll just have a look at that. Yeah, the lights are working behind the speedo and that as well, so that's all good. Alright, so I know this isn't MG work and it's a Range Rover, it's a bit different, so I know that a lot of my subscribers, I know my subscribers, you know, used to me doing MG stuff. I'll just turn the lights off so I don't cactus the battery. And then, yeah, oh, light the wrong way. Oh, off. All right. So I've got my new interior has arrived. Carpets have arrived now, so I'll be putting them in at some point. I had to put a hole in this here, whatever that is, the cover plate for, there's a little shaft under there, I don't know what it's for. And then all this cable here, I'll have to wrap that away underneath the dash somewhere when I put the panel back together again. And then I'll put the sensor on underneath, and then the AFR gauge will start working, and then I've got to weld the fitting into the exhaust and then into the new exhaust, which is going to be fitted when I get it up into the other shed. So I'll get the dash back together now, and hopefully see, I'm not sure what people want, right? Whether they want me to put them through hours of watching me doing stuff, or a few minutes of showing you what I do, what I've done and how I did it. Because personally I get a bit you know, you get a bit like you plug in for an hour, right, to watch someone doing, you know, a whole truckload of welding or something. And while it's very interesting to watch, right, I'm not sure that could retain your interest for that long. So I'll just stick with the way I'm doing things, because I seem to have enough subscribers now, and well, you never got enough apparently, but I've got enough subscribers, and you know, you're giving me good feedback, the feedback that I'm getting. So thank you very much indeed for the comments. And if you want to see something different, or how I do stuff, then please let me know. Right, apart from the haircut, I've only got a little bit left now, so I can't go much shorter than this. I think, yeah, so yeah, I'll put the center section back together again, and I've put all the air vents back in. So this grey doesn't match that grey, and to get this out requires all this underneath here undoing, and I'm not going to do that. All right, and yeah, my wife has got a new car, a 2018 RAV, so I'm going to do a bit of a review on that in the next week or so, to give you a bit of an update of what we found, you know, and yeah, good stuff, maybe not so good stuff, but that is a very minimal, small list right now. So yeah, enough of waffling on. Thank you very much indeed for the comments. Thank you for subscribing, and yeah, I'll catch you all again soon. If I get this dash back in a reasonable period of time in the next couple of days, then I'll include this in this week's video. So I'll say bye for now, but then maybe a part 2. Hi there. Okay, so got the dashboard back in, and got also the center vent aircon setup back in place, and not without a few trials and tribulations. That was just the light falling off the inside of the B-pillar. Nothing too serious. So there we go. That's what it looks like now. And we've also put the dash mat on now. So that's what it looks like now. So the dash mat hides the condition of the on top of the speedo there, which you might be able to see. I've got to fasten this down yet. I've got a couple of clips, a couple of screws to put in that, but the dash mat sits in there all very nicely. This piece here cracked again, so I re-glued it and cracked, and it's okay now. I had 2 of the old style vents and 2 of the new style vents that were in serviceable condition, so I put them in there, and so I'll try to make it sort of symmetrical a little bit. The gauges all work, the wiring's in, as you would have seen in the previous video. So the wiring's in for the AFR gauge, which goes through underneath here. All the carpets coming out, I'll replace them. So everything's now secured in place. So the 2 pain in the butt bits were this bolt here, which holds the aircon motor in, and then there's one up here, up inside here, up behind that. I don't know whether you can see it or not, but up inside there's a bolt, and that this thing keeps coming out. It's on here. And when I put these back on, I put washing up liquid on the inside of them to help them slide onto their fittings. That worked a treat. I'll have to do something with that. It just keeps on coming out. There's a little tab down the bottom down here that possibly you can see now, which is broken, which should go on a little screw there. So I'm going to have to do something with that. But anyway, this is all solid now. Colours are more of a contrast than a match. So yeah. But right now I was not prepared to take this out, because to dismantle the aircon system, to get this out is a really big job. So I've just got to decide how far I'm going to go with this car. I want to make it look neat and tidy, so you know, obviously put the center console back in and fix all the wiring up, and I've got to put all new carpets in here, and I've got all new door trims being made up, and then I'm going to do some work on the engine and the transmission, and that's the bit that I enjoy more than this bit, but it has to be done because you can't just do all the mechanical stuff and leave all the interior all shabby and not looking very good at all. So the seats are in good nick. Obviously need a bit of a clean, but they're in good nick. Yeah, I don't know what else I can say about that really. So I'll turn that off. Alright, so that's where I'm up to right now. A bit warm in the old shed again today. I've got a lot of bits in here that I'm going to try and sort out and use what I need to use and get rid of what I don't need. I think I can finally get rid of the old dashboard. Now I've cut off the bits that I needed. Alright, so I think I'll call it quits at that. I won't waffle on any more than I need to. So thank you very much indeed for subscribing. Thank you very much indeed for watching. And I think the next thing now will be to take the other seat out and then maybe start looking at doing the carpet, because I've got to do the carpet before I can put the center console back in again. So I think that's the next job on the agenda. So I might do the carpet, and then when I've done that, I'll move this up to the top shed where I've got the hoist, and then I can start doing the mechanical stuff, the fun stuff. Okay, all right, I think that'll do for now. So again, yeah, thank you very much indeed for subscribing. Thank you very much for watching. All that other wonderful stuff that you contribute. Comments are great. And if there's something you want to see, just let me know specifically and I'll work my way through it. All right, I'll just say bye for now.